What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from dopetechdaily.com, and today I'm bringing you guys my first unboxing in the new house. We're going to get a tour going pretty soon, but this is the ASUS Zenfone AR phone I'm really excited to take a look at today. Shout out to Verizon, they sent this over to me. Now if you guys don't know much about the Zenfone AR, this is the first phone to have Tango and DayDream built in at the same time here. See the two logos right there. More importantly, it's the first consumer available Tango handset using Google's Tango program for augmented reality, which is what the AR stands for in the Zenfone AR. So today I'm just going to do a quick unboxing, show you guys what the phone looks like from Verizon. We'll talk a little bit about the specs here, and then of course I'll do a follow-up video with some impressions and also do a full review eventually. So you got the actual phone here on the top. Just going to set that to the side. One thing you'll notice right away for the ASUS Zenfone AR is that you've got all of these crazy sensors right here on the back where the camera is. I'll talk more about that in just a second. We've got the pieces of the box here. I'll just set those to the side for a moment. On the bottom here, if we lift this up, we're going to have some information as well as some accessories. You can see you've got some headphones here. Let's see what they look like. They don't look too bad, so I think you might have some adjustable ear tips in here as well. So yeah, you've got some headphones. They actually don't look too bad. You've got like a little piece of, like a little bit of stainless steel there on the headphones. And you do have some adjustable ear tips, which you normally expect to get. So you can get different size ears there. You've got USB Type-C, pretty standard charging cable right here from ASUS. And then also you got the power brick. It is Quick Charge 3.0 enabled, so you won't have any problems at all getting a nice quick charge on this particular phone. I think that's it. I don't see anything else in here. I think our paperwork will be in here, so let's take a quick look at the paperwork. There might be something interesting in here with the paperwork. We've also got a SIM tool. So you've got DayDream ready phones or built-in VR. That's of course from Google. It's DayDream ready. So again, get that little certification. You've got some of the information here from Verizon, which I wonder if it shows you anything about the AR. It does show you the back camera. I don't really see anything about the AR in here though, so I don't know. I guess there's really nothing much in there. There's nothing even telling us what Tango is, so it's kind of weird. You have to imagine that, you know, not too many mainstream consumers are going to be buying this phone. It's mainly going to be a lot of enthusiasts like us, unless someone in the Verizon store happens to tell them about it and they think it's a cool idea. Got a little sticker here at the bottom. So let's look at the phone itself really quick. The phone itself does have a matte finish on the back here. And if you take a look at it, you can see that it's like a soft touch finish. It's not metal or anything like that. It's a very soft touch finish to the back here. It won't get fingerprints at all. It's also going to have a nice grip. It's not going to go anywhere. Like if you set it up on your dash in your car, this guy's not going to move around whatsoever. You got a Tango logo right there on the very bottom, if you guys can see that. So they are taking advantage of that branding. Has an NFC sticker at the top here. Does have NFC, so you can use Android Pay. All right, and then we've got the camera, of course, here, which is one of the main attractions. It's 23 megapixel f2.0. It's got a 4-axis optical image stabilization, and it also has these depth and motion tracking sensors, which are what enables the augmented reality functionality. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this phone. I will detail that in a follow-up video. One of the things I plan to use it for is these depth and motion tracking sensors. They can sort of get the lay of the land in a room in your house for planning furniture, and since I just moved, I could really use that feature. Now I did go ahead and put in my Wi-Fi network and everything. We're going to go ahead and add the fingerprint together here so we can see just how fast it is at setting up the fingerprint. It does have a front-mounted fingerprint sensor. Kind of looks like the old Samsung phones in terms of the size of the sensor and everything like that. So we'll just see how fast this is to set up. Appears to be very quick. Not recognizing my finger necessarily as fast as some of the back-mounted scanners, but I'm also doing this from behind the camera, so not too bad. It seems to be very good for a front-mounted scanner. I'll use it over time. We'll find out. Go ahead and skip the Verizon Cloud. I'm going to go ahead and skip setting up any other emails, and then we'll go ahead and get into the software really quick and take a look. So it does have the ASUS software on it, which, you know, is an acquired taste, but they've gotten a lot better over time. Back when I reviewed the ASUS Zenfone 2, I wasn't a huge fan of their software, but they definitely have toned it down a little bit. The settings in the top here now have a little bit darker look with this nicer blue color sort of tint to it, which looks nice. If you go into the main settings menu, it's a little bit lighter, but it does look a little bit closer to stock settings than what they had before. A lot of interesting options here. One couple things I want to show you guys as usual. the storage. So you do have 128 gigs of storage on board in this particular model from Verizon. There's also a 64 gig model sold unlocked. You get 6 gigs of RAM in the Verizon model. There's also on the unlocked model an 8 gigabyte version. I'm not sure why Verizon decided to go with the 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, but I appreciate the extra storage anyway. That's very useful, of course, having those high-end specs. It's got Snapdragon 821. Kind of would have been nice to see an 835, but this phone was announced earlier this year in January. So you can see right here, you've got your Tango Settings tab here and there. You got to go in and enable some permissions for the various apps that can use Tango. And if you look in the actual menu, of course, you got all the Verizon apps, everything like that. You also have your AR and VR folder, which is going to show you Daydream, Measure, and Tango. So the Measure app is the one I was talking about earlier. It's pretty cool. This is going to give you a chance to measure things using those depth tracking sensors. A lot of really cool stuff here that you can do. There's really not much for me to measure here. I've got my lens cover here, and so, you know, there's not much I can actually do with it right now. But when I get to moving around some of my furniture and things like that, I should be able to put this to nice use in practice. So we'll see how that goes. Again, you also have a couple other apps in that AR VR folder. You've got Tango itself. You can go in and start using Tango, which has got those nice, cool augmented reality effects. I'll definitely do a full video following up, showing some of the great apps and effects that you can get with AR. And of course, I've talked a little bit about Daydream before, so this isn't the first phone ever that you can use with Daydream, so that's nothing really super new and revolutionary. So basically with Tango, you can add a lot of really cool effects to the environment, kind of like Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game. You guys see right there the animal that's in space. Kind of hard to see with the lighting because the screen's completely black, but it's pretty cool. And you can build custom environments, augmented reality environments, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to play with, in addition to the utility of being able to use it for arranging my furniture. Now the home button does click down, so you can use that as a back button as well. Like I said, very similar to the setup on the old Samsung phones. Overall, it seems very fast. I mean, it should be a fast phone. Got a lot of horsepower. I'll mainly be interested in playing around with the augmented reality features, but I'm also going to review this just from the point of view of being a smartphone. Again, I don't know how many regular consumers should choose this over a Galaxy S8 or a G6 or the upcoming crop of phones in the fall, but it is definitely an interesting phone if you're a tech enthusiast. The build of the phone overall is pretty nice. It's not too thick. You'd think it'd be a lot thicker given the horsepower and the camera and sensors that are in this phone, but it's got a nice metal sides and bottom. At least they feel metal. They could be plastic. I'll have to look into that a little further, but they definitely feel solid, and the build is high quality. I do like the grippy back on it because I can sit it up on my dash and have no issues. Should be interesting to see if there are any accessories out here, like cases and things for this particular phone. That's one thing that I'll be interested to see, if I can find any accessories that work with it, or if there are any third-party manufacturers actually making accessories for this particular phone. All right, so that's my quick unboxing of the ASUS Zenfone AR. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to look at in detail for the review and the follow-up videos, let me know in the comments below. You guys can find me at dopetechdaily.com, Google+, Instagram, and Twitter at the links in the description. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content so I can make future videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.